tell you what to do.
The dangers of street racing are real. Jail time, crashes, even death. Which begs the question, why do people do it?
You know, I'm sure a lot of people are like big fans of like, you know, Fast Furious and Initial D and all that, but it's like you're literally trying to put that into real life perspective.
Someone is getting a ticket when the cop shows up.
Yeah.
You just gotta make sure it's not you.
Cars just makes it feel like they're alive.
We usually we wait till the cops get here. Y'all see, you guys will see.
Yeah, it's a pretty traumatic experience. And what's it worth for, you know?
And as we set out looking for that answer, we even got caught in the chaos.
All right, give me your license and insurance.
A constant battle between the police and thousands of drivers creates the most active street racing scene in America.
This is the Chicago street racing community.
To give context to our experience, we're going to need a little history.
Chicago, home to jazz, wind, this monstrosity, and the first ever American automobile race. With prizes totaling near $5,000, Chicago unknowingly started a revolution of motor mania. The winner clocked the 54-mile race in 7 hours and 53 minutes. 2 years later, America industrialized the car and transportation exploded. Fast forward a few more years and the great city of Chicago wanted to stay up to date with this expansion. So, in 1906, the city built a road 3 stories underneath the belly of the beast to bypass all of the city traffic. This deep transport tunnel is known as Lower Wacker Drive. Remember these?
Well, this is definitely Lower Wacker Drive.
As you can see, it looks as if it were built for car chases and underground racing, which may not have been the intent, but today, many use it as such.
Making Lower Wacker Drive the epicenter of the Chicago street racing community. This central meetup location right underneath this thriving urban landscape means anyone with any kind of car can participate. And then there's us, in our Ford Flex with 2 toolies on top. How we ended up here was quite the adventure.
After a lengthy process of creating the off-the-cuff show concept, we finally decided to do it ourselves.
What's up?
We got our photographer and producer friend William on board.
And my brother Philip. We were the 4-man team we had dreamt of to take on America.
Boy, I sure hope they don't break down before they get to Wisconsin.
The 4 of us intricately road tripped around the US, filming a series of documentaries of the 10 communities that fit our show's core. And our last stop, Chicago. What we needed to do here was fit in with the street racers, in the Ford Flex. In fact, in order to fit in, we needed to get in. We needed information where they meet, what they do, because we knew nothing. Until we stumbled onto Michael G on YouTube.
That's when we were interrupted by the police. Drifters scattered, but the night was still young.
We knew if we could get in contact with him, he would show us a good time. Luckily, he answered our call.
I have a lot of friends that go there. I could get you guys into cars and stuff like that. Hold on 1 second.
This guy's getting us the hookups with Lower Wacker Street in Chicago. Yeah, we'll put you in a car. Yeah, I got friends you can drive around with. I'll occupy you during the day. You can stay over the whole weekend. No, I'm just talking to the camera.
I want to make because we've been talking. Eventually, we met up with Michael in Chicago.
Is this what you guys are rolling in?
Yeah, dude. The Flex, sick. Man.
The Sunmobile?
That's
tonight, so we're gonna drive a couple miles and meet up with the gang, go over what's going down tonight, and then hit up Wacker.
I was like, why there's my name is Sunshine.
Sunshine, nice to meet you.
Wait, right, what's I talking? She's okay. She's just friendly. She's really excited. Wow, hell of a night. You guys showed up. It's probably my fucking neighbor right there.
So what's the plan tonight? Are we convoying in?
Like we're all like fucking grease monkeys. Like
Yeah.
we work on cars all the time. So we usually do like we like roll deep with like 10, 15 of my friends. Like it's not the best scene because like if someone gets caught by the cops or something like that, gets pulled over, like no one gives a fuck. We're just going to eat. You know, it's like it's kind of like a man for himself.
So like one guy crashes, everyone else books out. That guy who crashed, like his car's fucked.
Someone is getting a ticket when the cop shows up.
Yeah.
You just gotta make sure it's not you.
Unfortunately, Sonny and Sky's top cars were getting worked on, so we couldn't ride in their best. But we assembled our crew and sent out to the first meet.
So you guys down to talk for just a couple minutes here? We were just telling him we can blur out all faces and shit.
I was saying no, because we don't really want to talk about no open cases.
So how long you guys out?
This shit goes on till like 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
Yeah, 3. Sometimes even 4 on the hot.
Oh baby. So that's just all night right there.
Yeah.
That's just all night. Damn.
It's the real ones, all I know. Man, they flexing, but it all for sure. It's the real ones, all I know. It's the real ones, all I know. It's the real ones, all I know. Man, they flexing, but it all for sure. It's the real ones, all I know.
That's sick. That's so fun. I definitely see why people are like into the whole cat and mouse thing. All that shit went down and then it's like nothing even happened. Like all the cars that were there are just White Castle.
The spot where we race is literally like, it can't even be seal coated anymore because there's so much rubber on it from the spinning of tires. It's just so put in the pavement that it just won't go away.
So this is like a safe zone when we're
Yeah, I mean, this is a safe zone until the cops show up. We are technically called loitering, so we're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So, but and we usually go to Doty. So
yeah,
Doty is the spot to be lately. So that's where all the big money guys go that race. So.
And while White Castle is the safe spot, people still show off their cars.
They flexing, but it all for sure. It's the real ones, all I know. Take a tab, hit the bars, roll the blunt, smoke the air, kill the stress, nothing less on our shoulders, happy with. It's a bad, heaven's sake, no more taking second place. Ain't sleeping till I'm. Everybody flexing, but I know it's just for show.
With the auto theft and recovery at 3500
Yeah, I have a police scanner right now just for all the people out here. If anything happens, you know, I just tell them what's going on.
No way.
Push the button, yeah.
You got security here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking out for my people. And I'm not too known, but I'm kind of known around here.
So yeah, people are just kind of shouting the name of streets. Everyone's piecing out, so we're just gonna try to follow and group people and see what's going on.
Cops.
Go. This is actually insane.
We separated into 2 cars. One car with Harris, Philip, and Michael, and one car with me and William. That's where our problems began.
Oh shit. Oh. Hopefully they don't get pulled over out of here. Take a right. Oh god! They're getting... Oh shit, they're actually getting pulled over.
He's flashing us, dude. What am I gonna do? He's right behind me, dude.
Just kind of.
What am I supposed to do?
Just stay in the car.
Yo, what the f? They're the only ones not racing, I feel like. What?
Hello, why is he
Hi there.
hanging out the window?
What?
Why are you hanging out the window, buddy?
We're actually, we're just filming all of
Driver's
this.
license and insurance, and I gotta let you know I'm
drag
digitally
racing?
and audibly recording
Yes,
everything.
yeah.
It's against the law to have somebody hanging out the window like that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I had my belt on, sir.
License. Insurance. Do you know where they store the insurance?
That's actually kind of like a huge inconvenience, getting pulled over in someone else's car without the insurance.
Yeah.
Sorry about this, guys.
There's no relation between either of the people in the car and the owner.
Sorry about this.
Here are the receipts. Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
We're just driving around. Are you guys free?
Yeah, they let us go, but I don't know. William's not having it.
God damn it, dude. I knew it. No, he's continuing.
Did they give a warning or what?
They just said, like, just get out of here and, like, don't hang out the window.
I'll go to White Castle.
Yeah, go to that White Castle again.
Now William's not gonna. Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll meet you over there.
I cannot believe that just happened. That's awesome.
We got off scot-free. He was pissed. He's like the woman and her child like got injured and she was killed. And I was like, yeah, we're actually like trying to highlight that and like film this community and stuff. Chris showed them how he was. They were like, show me how you were hanging. Chris like stretches the seatbelt and like sticks it out. One of the cops like was pretty chill. He's like, all right. They just said get out of here.
It's a long night. They just want, they don't want to deal with the people.
It's business. But I'm thinking if he sees us driving around with all this, we're gonna get. He's gonna be pissed.
You're just getting some White Castle.
Then, back at the safe spot, we had another run-in with the police officer that had literally just pulled us over.
I didn't know you when I walked up like you were like this and you didn't know what would you think. Okay, so I kind of understand like. All right. Didn't I give you guys a... All right, give me your license and insurance. I'm gonna... well, I'm seeing you again, and I just got a call over here.
Sorry about that.
Get in your car and go. Pull it out right.
So we decided to bail, but not for the night, just from the safe zone. We wanted to head to another location, but William was slightly more pessimistic about the night.
We've literally been pulled over twice and gotten away. We're really testing fate at this point.
We talked it over, but ultimately decided that we must venture on. So we decided to head to the most coveted street racing location in Chicago, Lower Wacker Drive. And then, just when things were heating up, the police burst in. Which is far from uncommon.
tried to avoid that at all costs.
Oh.
Unfortunately, we separated from Michael.
That is wild.
He decided to head home for the night, but we wanted more. We also wanted more footage, so we headed just south of the city to get some more aerial footage of Chicago.
Through the crashing of thunder in the distance, we heard the sound of squealing tires on the parking ramp next to us. We pointed our drone down and saw this. So we went up to meet them.
Can you see the back of the car?
I mean, I see cars. Oh yeah, I see people. I see people up there. That's where I need to be. Hey, you guys. Hey, we're I'm Harris.
Hunter.
I'm just like wondering what's going on here.
It's a big Miata Meet going up here.
Miata Meet?
Yeah, why not?
Right on. And what does it mean? You guys just get together, like show off your cars, or
Get together, chat, enjoy. I mean,
right on.
It's all about having fun and enjoying the same thing. I mean,
yeah.
No one really picks a fight or anything. I mean, it's
just looking at cool cars and driving around. So you guys are out here for like a couple hours doing your thing.
Yeah, and it doesn't get boring, to be honest. You know, there's always someone new to talk to, and it's a nice way to make friends that are into the same things as you.
And I mean, you're the only, or one of the only girls here as well.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I definitely am, which is weird, but.
I mean, what's that like being part of the scene? And I mean, that's a unique thing for sure.
It's definitely really cool when someone else that's a female comes. It's really cool that you can talk to someone that actually knows about cars. But really, other than that, she's my fiance, and we just do our thing.
It seems like a community is just automatically just boom, it's there. Even though you guys like haven't met in person, you guys are just seeing cars online. Exactly. You get together and you're automatically part of the Chicago car scene.
Exactly. And it's working. There's everybody's coming along, everybody's talking to each other, shaking hands, meeting new people.
Contrary to our fears, from our first contact with Michael to our final ride with the Miata crew, we were overwhelmingly welcomed. As we left Chicago, we understood what the car scene was all about. Not only the cars, but more so, the people who drive them.
But the Chicago street racing story would be incomplete without addressing the inherent dangers.
Actually, a story, Mike, if you don't want me to share, so is it okay about story? So Mike, so we have this buddy of ours. He owned a Super STI, good kid, bright kid. Ended up crashing and he ended up, upon impact, he pretty much died instantly. And the sad thing is, like, Michael was the passenger that same night. Miraculously, Michael came out alive, like pretty much just a few bruises, minor concussion maybe, I think, but yeah.
When did that happen, Michael?
It happened about 4 months ago. In the beginning of the summer. But yeah, it was a pretty traumatic race experience, and I'm still coping with it. But I mean, we lost a really good person, and it's a very good question. What's it worth for,
When that happened, the entire community in Chicago, like the car community, knew about the crash, and maybe people hate about like all these car guys, street racing punks, all this stuff. But you know what? There is a tight-knit community where the beauty comes in, beauty comes out. Well, even though after I beat you in a race, or we have a grudge match in a race, whatever, yada yada, my car's better, my car's faster. Who cares? At the end of the day, it's all just one big crew, one big family of cars. We're just car enthusiasts.